Plastic surgeries are a method frequently used by both Hollywood actors and actresses. Along with many famous names, Amber Heard is one of the famous actresses who prefer to undergo plastic surgery, especially the name we have heard frequently lately. Amber Heard, the 36-year-old, is an actor, activist, and model in her own right. Amber, who's been in front of the screen since 2004 and has fascinated the audience since then, draws attention both with her acting and beauty. But part of the picture-perfect person you see is down to several cosmetic surgeries that were funded by none other than Johnny Depp. And now that they're no longer together, the 59-year-old wants his money paid back to him. So what kind of surgeries did Amber undergo, and how much did they cost? Let's find out. When examined carefully after her debut on the stage, the adventure of Amber Heard's plastic surgery becomes visible. Although there was not much change in the first year she was in front of the camera, we see more and more operations and aesthetic touches over the years. The steps of Amber's plastic surgery first began to show themselves with lip augmentation, thanks to the aesthetic operation called lip filler, which was applied to the upper lip, which was thinner before. Her lips became more prominent and fuller. Another procedure seen when looking at the actress's plastic surgery is facial surgery, because compared to the years when she was first known, her nose now looks smaller. Rhinoplasty, under the facial surgery category, is another aesthetic operation applied to her. Her nose looked much broader and more prominent than it is today, with its slightly bulging tip. It is seen that Amber has had a rhinoplasty after these years, as she has a much smaller and upturned nose nowadays.
Her nose is not prominent, which allows for the focus to be taken away from the nose.
In the following years, like 2016, new plastic surgery was added. This time, it was done around the eyes. Her eyelids now look higher and wider than before. To top it up, her eyebrows were also raised higher. These aesthetic procedures can also be performed by processes such as eyebrow lifting or eyelid aesthetic.
Then, take a look at her brow position. The lateral aspect of her brow, the tail, sits higher than the medial aspect or the head of the brow, and that also is a very youthful feature. You can notice here her infrabrow fullness, which is the area just under the eyebrow itself, how it's nice and full and has that youthful type of appearance.
Depp is believed to have spent tens of thousands of dollars to get the procedures done on his ex-wife. It also looks like Amber may have had blepharoplasty. This operation eliminates part of the superfluous eyelid skin, giving the eyes a more open appearance. The Texas-born screen star, whose film she starred in and whose time she was in front of the camera was increasing, was determined to continue to add new aesthetics to her already existing aesthetics. Gradually, Amber's plastic surgery was not so conspicuous, but when her photos from all the years were carefully examined side by side, the procedures she had done on her face began to be clearly visible. She started to look like a different person in each aesthetic operation and continued to have aesthetic touches applied to her face. Modifications on her nose, eyelids, and chin were done repeatedly. Today, her face seems to be fuller and wider when you look at the photos of her first years of fame. She obviously had facial surgeries to regain the facial features we are now familiar with. Among the potential aesthetic operations she may have also had are operations on her cheeks. Amber looks like she might have had a facelift surgery or a cheek implant that reshaped her cheeks to have a more defined and pointed facial line. She continues to change day by day, and new operations and plastic surgeries are added to enhance her looks. And the bill that comes with all those surgeries runs into millions of dollars, and Depp has all the right to claim his money now that they're estranged. Where will Amber get all this money, considering she still owes Depp close to $10 million? Let us know in the comments below. In our upcoming videos, we'll be bringing you more of such amazing content, so be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any of them.